you all is, what's the single most important thing that has helped you grow your business? Because you all have significant size businesses. You are a statistical anomaly. And so what is the single thing, if you were to pick out one thing, and these people could leave here with one piece of advice, what's the single thing that's helped you the most in growing your business?
Networking. The first 10 years I was in business, I never left my office. I was really busy there. I had to be there, had to be by the phone, was the project manager for all the contracts. And then 9/11 happened, and the phone stopped ringing, and our revenues started going down, and I just got out there and started networking. And today, in my role at the company, that's pretty much all I do. I have 12 managers. I have a general manager that manages them, and I'm out networking. I'm in the office on Mondays doing back-to-back meetings in every department, and then the rest of the week I'm in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm networking. I'm following up on conversations with people that I'm out networking with. I highly recommend board-level networking. So when you get involved in an organization, like I said earlier, volunteer, do a lot of work for them, and get promoted to their board. And that's where you're going to meet the people that can really make introductions for you and get you in front of great big contracts. And so the networking is really what tripled the size of our business. We were doing about $5 million when my husband was still there, and now we're doing this year probably $16 million.
I'm tweeting this right now. This is very good information.
I would say listen to your customers, which kind of means you have to sell. But for me, if I listen to my customers, they tell me whether they like my product or not, which is not personal. If they don't like it, then it's not doing the right thing, and I'm not going to sell more. So, I always ask the same question. If you were me, what would you tell me to do? What would you fix in my product? What am I not doing? And what could I make for you that you would buy? And believe it or not, they'll tell you. And so then I do it, and then they buy it. I mean, it's not, for me, I love that part. I love not being in the office.
I would say the one thing that got me out of bed every day and loved my job every day that I went there was that I was passionate about what I did. I really, really believed in what I was doing, and that got me through all the low points and the nasty problems that are going to come up in one area or another, and it made it worthwhile. So I would say don't do any business that you don't really, really, really care about. And for me, I'm a mission-driven entrepreneur. I believed in my cause, and I figured the money would follow. Money was not my primary motivation.
Well, I can tell you what not to do, and a big thing is ignoring your customers. I work as a turnaround person, so I have to go in to some of these technology startups where they might have a great piece of intellectual property or a product, but they built it without ever listening to anyone. And that ends up being a huge problem in a lot of these small startups. So I know for sure that what you need to do is get to your customer and talk to your customer, find out what it is that they need, have them play with your product or work with your service, and then take that feedback and incorporate that back into your business. So many times I have gone into companies where the engineering staff has literally been running the product development and completely ignoring what the customer was saying. And that was the company's downfall. That was the thing that hurt the company the most. So what you really need to do is be in control and listen to your customers.
So I have two, and I'll try to say them quickly because I can't decide which one to tell you. Number one, I'm a goal fanatic. So I've got 107 goals that are written down, and they're pretty high level, and they're broken out into what I want to do as my lifetime, and what I want to do 5 years from now, what I want to do this year, and what I want to do this week. And I look at that list on a regular basis, and I cross things off. So when you're having that bad day, there's nothing more rewarding, at least for me, to say, woohoo, I made some success today, even though it was lousy. So set some goals and write them down, and then tell other people about them, because they'll hold you accountable. That's number one. Number two, you can't be all things to all people, and so figure out who your actual target audience is. It's kind of the running joke, at least in my store, because Sex and the City #2 is out right now, and we've defined our store as Charlotte. So we are Charlotte. We are not Samantha. And so we're Charlotte. So if you're looking for all things Charlotte, you fit in my profile. If you're looking for things Samantha, guess what? You're not going to find it in the dandelion patch. And that's okay. So we speak in Charlotte terms, we wear Charlotte clothes, we buy Charlotte product, and we advertise in Charlotte like paraphernalia or advertising venues. And so, again, you can't be all things to all people.
Great. Well, we're going to wrap it up now. We have 2 minutes left.